All right, my friends, Andrew here once again, and in this short video, we're going to talk about what tags are used for inside of the ELMessenger Pro software. The tags are basically the centerpiece of ELMessenger Pro. Think of each tag as a stage of your pipeline. As an example, when we're getting everything set up here, you can see right here that this is my main account. I have a number of tags in here, all based on where I'm meeting people, and then of course, moving them through the stages of my pipeline after having a conversation with them. I'm gonna go ahead and log out of this account, log into my basic account so that you guys can see exactly what it is that you would be seeing if you have a basic account, you're just getting set up, everything's running and rocking and rolling. So you can see right here, this is the basic account that we've been building out in this training module. And here you can see cold lead, hot lead, and warm lead. If you think of these as different stages of our pipeline here, and you can see right over here, we have the tags on all of these individual users. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click the refresh button really quick because this is showing the tags from my own personal account and not the demo account. So when I refresh the screen, it's actually gonna go back into the app up here. It's gonna search for the different tags, and it's gonna tag all of these individuals in here based off of what they were tagged with previously. Now, obviously, there's not any like different tagging. There's a couple of people that have been tagged differently, but most of them will be tagged as a cold lead. So as you can see right here, in the cold lead sequence, I have different canned messages right here that I can use. I can grab very quickly, very easily, because we set these up for this specific stage of the relationship building process. Now, also the tags go into pipelines. We're going to go into that in a little bit more detail in a more advanced training, because that does include require you to have the CloudKey CRM in order for that to work appropriately. The other pieces of it are your outreach and your engagement. So outreach automatically tags a person with a tag that obviously you would be using for that specific person. Now, as an example, I like to use tags named after the group or the niche that a person is interacting with on Facebook, so that when I send them a friend request, we have an opportunity there of being able to kind of converse with them about that thing, that group or that niche that they are a part of. And that's how we break the ice, and we get that conversation going forward. Now, keep in mind, as we're in the messenger here, we're actually not trying to sell people. It's a little bit more on the how side with respect to what we do and those kinds of things. But the idea here is to make sure that our friends list on Facebook is filled with people who are interested in what it is that we're doing. Specifically, if you are using your Facebook personal profile to be able to build any type of business on the internet. So your tags are going to be the centerpiece of your ELMessenger Pro software. Now, the primary tag that you're going to have when you get started is called a default tag. The system automatically sets the default tag for you. So when you load the messenger for the first time, what you'll see is over here, it'll just have a default tag, and it'll all be red. Now, you can change the name of that tag, and you can use it for whatever purpose that you want. Priority tags, as you can see right here, if we cruise on into our messages, right here you can see, for example, my cold lead is at the top, and I have, cruise back down here, back up. We're gonna go ahead and edit this. You can see that this is the default tag. So automatically, whenever a conversation gets started, that default tag is going to be applied to that person. Now, let's say, for example, I've got a number of tags, and there's one, for example, hot lead. If I wanted to use hot lead and I wanted to be able to access it quickly, what I'd want to do is I'd want to go into my tag, and I want to choose this as a priority tag. Now, when I check this as a priority tag, what's going to end up happening is I will see hot lead move to the top of my list right there. And the same thing over here. If we go ahead, oops, it's locked right now. Same thing over here. If we were to drop this menu down, you'll see that the hot lead is right there. It will move to the top when we refresh the screen. Same thing with the hot lead for anything. It'll be right there at the top, and any of the tags that we set as priority tags will populate at the top in alphabetical order. So that's how you use priority tags. So they're really easy, quick to access them. They're the ones right at the top. Hot lead in this particular example would be the one that would be at the top. It'd be the one that we see all the time. And we want to follow up with those people more frequently than we would the other ones, because these are the hot ones. These are the ones that are ready to buy now. So that's what the tagging system does now. Obviously, pipeline tags, we touched on that just a little bit. different tags that you could potentially be using. For example, outreach tags for your group friender, for your post friender, niche specific. These are what you're going to create all of your different messaging for that particular group of people who carry this tag. So for example, here in the message templates, I can go in here and I can create all different types of conversations that I would use. I would either use canned responses, maybe broadcast messages, maybe campaigns. All of these features are available so that we can move people through the process of engaging with us here in the Facebook Messenger and moving those individuals through those pipeline stages. So those are really, really important. Some more advanced taggings that you could create. Pipeline tags would be, for example, framework tags would be, for example, here up in the top. If I wanted to share this framework with somebody else, I can go demo, right? And what I can do here is I can select my intro, my questions, and then I can go to my tag and I can select all 3 tags. So I can actually give you all of these tags, all of these things by just simply creating this snapshot. So if I export this, what you're going to notice is the framework has been exported successfully. So then what I can do is I can cruise right here to my frameworks. I can copy this code and then I can give this code to another person and they'll automatically be able to import all the tags, the messages, the segments, everything that goes along with those particular frameworks to make it a little bit more valuable to that individual. So as you can imagine, when you're getting set up here with ELMessenger Pro, it could be a little bit overwhelming. If you had an opportunity to just copy and paste a simple little code into, for example, if I go right here and I click the import, okay, you can see that simple code right there will import all of those campaigns into this ELMessenger Pro instance, which of course in this particular case, I don't need it because this is the account where it was created from. But if I wanted to share that with you, I could share that with you. We will be sharing this framework with you at the end of the training. But ultimately what we want you to do is go through, set up the application, the way that we're walking through the video so that you are familiar with it. And that will give you all of the stuff that you're going to need. So the framework tags, you can create tags that you would share with other people that you don't necessarily use in your day-to-day business, but they are going to be used in the day-to-day business of the people that you're sharing the application with. So that just gives you extra value that you can do that. Engagement tags are also a different form of tag. So here underneath engages, basically what it will show here is it will show all of the tags that you have for your call to action, your CTA posts. So if you have posts that say comment a keyword below to get a thing, you would be able to put those in here in the engages section, and the application will automate the process of sending that information to the people who respond to that particular post. So all your call to action posts can be managed right here under the engagement feature. And of course, that also has a tag set associated with it. A little bit more detailed on that one. When we get into the training on how to set up your first engage, we're actually going to give you a framework for that as well, which is going to have everything that you would need to be able to set up a basic engagement campaign on a post. There is some editing that you'll need to do to make it specific to your post, but other than that, it's really easy. Just copy paste that code and it'll pull in the basic framework for an engagement post, and you can kind of go from there. So you have something to start with. It's really, really important with those engagement, with the frameworks and all that kind of stuff. Win back tag sets, block tags, and unfriend tags. These are all just different types of tags that you could use in your ELMessenger Pro app. And of course, the sky's the limit. You can create as many tags as you could ever possibly imagine, especially if you're on a premium account. If you are on a basic account, the free account, then of course you will be limited to 3 tags. But if you unlock the software, you will be privileged to be able to have an unlimited number of tags, which give you a lot of flexibility when it comes to your outreach, be able to build a diversified friends list of people who are interested in different products in your niche. And then that gives you an opportunity to be able to share value on your Facebook funnel, your profile funnel, and that will kind of help you as you go forward into this organic marketing space. So I hope this video gives you a little bit of insight as to what tags are in the ELMessenger Pro system, as well as answers any questions about how all the different types of messages would be correlated with those tags. If you have any questions, comments, and or concerns, feel free to reach out to us at support. Just go to elmlink.co/support and we'll be happy to help you there. And of course, you also have access to the group. If you have any questions you want to post in there, it's a really active group. Got a lot of really awesome partners in there who will be happy to help kind of clear up anything that you might be unclear with. So hopefully that makes sense. These are tags, what they're used for, basically the centerpiece of ELMessenger Pro, and we're going to see you in the next video.